Okay, we're gonna start. I got a new old phone today. We're gonna start. Say it again, because nobody has shown up yet. Put my phone over there. Spray bottle. Keep the house clean. I like my Pegasus over here. Got a lighter. Oh, I've got a top on this. This is very funny. One of them fell on the floor today. I didn't bother. Usually this one's in the kitchen. I keep this one by me. Okay. And this one fell on the floor and the cap fell off. And I'm not sure where I put the cap. But I got both of them in the same spot. You never figured out where to classify things. Thank God for the secretary, that idea of the secretary. You know, when they did the movie The Matrix, I think it was it'd be a lot more entertaining for me if there was more than one person that showed up, you know? I need a little entertainment myself. Wow. And the one person left. I guess they were offended. The Matrix, secretary. Let me get my book out. Write down Matrix and secretary. Matrix and secretary. Give me a minute. Piece of food on the floor. A little hungry. I'm going to get maybe something to eat. The Matrix and secretaries. Remember all those Give me 1 minute. Okay. In the Matrix. Not nice of me. Okay. Come here, eating, setting things up. These guys with millions of viewers talk about all kinds of Irishkeit. I'm trying to come here to get serious. So what are the things we need to run a company? Not what we need, but hold on, this camera keeps moving on me. Just give me a second. I want to take off the autofocus. Okay. He's fooling around with the colors again. See, when you use this color, it seems like I'm coming to you from somewhere else. When I do this, it seems like I'm coming to you right in front of the crowd. I'm not sure which way I want to speak. Sometimes we need things that come across in a different fashion, so it wakes up something, our visual, somewhere in our visual. Something like, oh no, that's ugly. That's just terrible. Yeah, that's that I like. No, yeah, something like that. But now I'm really up front. I don't want to be so up front. I'd rather be over here. Okay, let me start. Okay, so we have the secretary. we have the president. We also have presence. Present. Present. Secretary, president. We also have the vice president. So if we're going to be building something, okay, I think this is pretty clear, right? I'm going to leave it like that. Is that okay? So why I'm doing this is because this is the way everything has to always be set up. And everyone, so what does the president do? And we also have the king and the queen. So maybe we should just be setting up a game of chess. And there's the way the matrix works, okay, by unlocking doors, having a modem, getting on the internet. It's the same thing with our cells talking. It's the same thing as if there were another entity, okay, if there was another entity, just trying to fix this again, that was running this whole game, and we were digital soldiers. In fact, we are fleshy robotic. Tick. Robo. Orb. Bo, not sure. Although not sure, the first one in Bo is right over here. Bo is 17, talking about Mars. 2 and 6, talking about the God. See the way the 2, 1 and 5 is 6, 2 and 6 creates 17. This will link up to Earth. Bo Ting Lo Sun, Tong Chong Chi Ta Ti. And that's 1, 2. I think it's, what is it again? What is it? It's here. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. See the value of 10 is 39. The value of 0 is 64. The difference is 25 Earth. Okay, the difference is 25 Earth. Let me just show you this. 25, 39, 64. This is Earth. Why don't we just say this is Jack? I just want to know, what is Bell? Bell is 31. Okay. What's TV? 42. Okay. What's radio? 19. Radio, meaning 2. Meaning 2. You cannot make a square or a flat face, okay, to create 10. You cannot create 10. How can we create 10? If we were making designs and images turning around in an area space, how do you want to create 10? What is the relationship of 10? Is it from here to there? Is it saying on this side I have 5 fingers, on that side I have 5? Below where my feet are, I got 5 on one side, 5 on the other side, telling us a whole story. I'm not going to get into it because I don't have anything directly on my mind that can concretely match up what the numbers are. But how do we get 10? You see, for me, I go from point A to point B and point A to point C. Can I say that? Or why don't I just put everything that goes here? They both go to this area, and this area all comes to this area right here. Oh my God, look at that heart. You can also put that same image over here. So then does that mean we're going to create a new image like this? And this is where the spade and the clubs come in. What is the diamond? If I take one of these and stick them together, now I would have the diamond, and now I would have my, would I have my next heart? I'm not really sure of the design I would be doing, but somehow the designs in the cards go together. So Earth is number 25 or 52. This represents 10. It also represents the sky. So when I say it in French, I'm going to say it in English, and sky is number 55. That's where our freedom in the sky. Now, I like to put this on insurance because they were telling us to take insurance for our freedom at 55. What was that all about? I relate things. If they want to teach our mind to something, then I'm learning from what you're teaching me, but I'm reading even deeper into the reality, setting up the presence of your own mind, what's all around you, everything you know, everything you don't know, listening to those who are trusted. It's not really vice. What is vice? Is it advice? 14, coming from the sun, that is bright. Is it ice? V meaning dice, as two cubes, as on the rocks. Dice are two cubes. We take the cubes, we put it in, and then we have shivas. This over here, okay, is 4, but it's telling me I go. It's telling me shivis. I go, he goes, creation goes. In creation, I go. I go, ego, and I go. E and I coming together. Remember, they had to come together. They came together in ice. The die, okay, meaning one dice. Also, a die is to manufacture a replica. IC is number 93, represents 10. It represents 9 and 3. When you have 9 and 3, you also have, what is the difference? Is 6. But 6 connects them, and 5 is the difference. The difference between 3 and 9, the in-between is 5. The difference to connect is 6, but the in-between is 5. I don't know why I did that. Getting really fancy. And I appreciate the comments. Yes, I really appreciate the comments. So what is in between? 5. Right? There's 5 in between. So that would be 3 plus 2.5, 9 minus 2.5. This equals to 5.5. This equals to 5.5. 5.5 plus 2.5 equals to 9. So now we understand that the jack or the plug-in towards the birth is Earth, Earth's heart, because the numeric value of jack and Earth's heart. Now, how can we create 25 places? We can create 25. What does 25 do? 25 is on Q. In fact, it's on QC. It's in creation, because all the numbers here in Quebec, right, are telling us about Earth's heart and a power station. Number 53. Remember, 23, 23, 11, 11, giving us 55. What is this? the 23rd hour, and the calculation of 2 times 3 is 6, 2 plus 3 is 5, 11, 11 again. 11, 11 again. Quebec, QUE, 38 and 5, 33. BEC, BEC, Bell Canada Enterprises. Okay, BCE, Bell Canada Enterprise. Who built, anyways, 2, 7, and 3, 10, 43. You now have your DC in power. This will eventually come to 49 because of the value of 10. I always add on 6 and create 7. This will become 7, and this will become 6 because all zeros equal to 6. Imagine you're eating a donut. You're not eating the hole in the donut. You're eating this, the border of the donut. That's what you're eating. You're not eating number 5 because number 5 is free. It's the hole in the donut. You're eating number 6. Okay. Why are you eating number 6? Okay. Well, you're eating number 6 and you can't be you're eating number 4. It's the whole thing. You're taking a bite of this whole area. It's the, how can I explain it? Once you take a bite, it becomes, where is it? You make a C out of it, and I need to find my cube. Where's my cube? Anyways, this is just one expression, but my real expression for y0 equals 6 is because the 15th letter is O. In the reverse alphabet, the 15th letter is L. And the 15th letter would be L, and that would be, it would be the 12th letter becomes the 15th letter. So it'd be OL or low. So we did bow, and at the same time, we did bow, ting, low, sun. Low. I put it with an O. I wanted to put it without an O, but now I'm going to question myself what I should do. Without the W, it equals to 27. That would be the red sun. Just, it's funny the way the sun comes out to 54, the tongue comes out to 82, and 82 is the cycle of the moon, everything to do with the moon. It's what controls. Chong, more or less, take away the CH, you can have a chorus or a song. It represents, again, Jesus in the moon, creation of the cycle, controlled through 6, or Saturn. AI is 10. That is the spirit. Ta, or hat, if you want to look at it another way, is number 29. That would be the birth. The T, or to set up the golf ball, would be creation. And that would be number 10, reversed. It would be EET. Hat, AI. EA, this is Mars. Chi is Mars. And it comes out to 17. And the reason why it's Mars, because E and A comes together when arts and entertainments come together, when Mercury and Jupiter come together, the first and the fifth planet, and the number 51 is Mars. So what does 1 and 5, Jupiter and Mercury, have to do with anything? Or we can be at the other end of the stick and say this is Pluto and Jupiter. CH, creation heaven. You can have TH, time heaven. Creation heaven, time heaven. They're together and apart. So what did we get over here? Vice, king, all the things in which you have to set things up in order for them to work in an orderly manner. You have to work off the understanding of the basics of certain laws, knowing, and I don't have these laws on me, the laws of nature. Understanding compassion, logic. What is common sense? How do you know that you have common sense? How do you know that you can't have it always your way, because that would get in the way. And it can't be anybody else's way. And you have the right to say no, and you have the right to leave without somebody making you feel not so good inside. Okay, so now what I'm just going to do, this is my new book. I didn't go over president. Let me go over that president. Let me go over that thing for president. Well, we have Dent. We have pre-sent. We have Pepsi. Can it be Pepsi versus Coke? Just thinking. We have the entity. We have end. And the reason we have end is for the same reason we have the letter in the mail. Listen to the sound of the T. It sounds like a D. So when we have entity, I'll make that sound like a D. It'd be end, I-T-Y. Do you know why it's headquarters? I don't know either. But I can tell you it's a quarter. 1 of 4 representing birth in the sun. Fox Pass, or the trenches up front. It's an upfront 7. And the reason it's an upfront 7 is because Fox is where they were up front in the war, digging the Fox trenches. The Fox trenches is 6FO15, okay, which is a value of 6, and X24, which is a value of 6. FOX. FOX. I didn't write that very nice. Okay, how do you shut that dinger on? How do you shut that dinger? Shut a dinger. How do you stop this? How do you stop it? How do you stop it? Oh my God! Stop! Stop! How do you stop it? Oh my God! Just stop, please, please. Oh my God! Oh, stop! How do you stop this thing? Someone tell me. How do I do it? Can I go here? Is it? Where do I get sound in my phone? How do I do it? Oh my God! This is crazy. Okay, got a phone. There's buttons. There's got to be buttons somewhere. Okay, there's buttons. There's a button here. Okay, I'm going to press it. Wait, there's no button here. There's a button here. Okay, what does that do? Discover features you'll love. No, yes. How to turn off the sound. Get it out of the way. Okay, so we were up at headquarters. Oh my God. Okay, just 1 second. There's a button on that side. There's a couple on this side. Oh, yes, here it is. Thank God. Okay. Headquarters. H8, Q17, Z26 quarters. More than one. It's the head. E and A becomes HOD. You can also change this, okay, because I have a car. Okay, so you have the H. But it's a red car and it's a Mercury. So you'll change that H maybe to an R. Something like that. I'm just playing. So quarters means more than one. Earth, value, Jack. And there's more, but I haven't gone over them yet. I can do the 1, 2, 3, 4-letter words, everything, all combinations. 4 letters, all combinations, maximum total of 52 or 25. All the words. I can give me 2 words that equal to 25, and that would be OJ. OJ equals 25. The 10th and the 15th. Is there any way to get this? 2 times 5, 3 times 5. And what's funny about this number is I spoke before about how the moon is in control. Where is that number 35? Well, it's right over here. Okay. And this is electric company. Okay. Because E5, company 3. It's also waterworks at 2323. Find the positions in monopoly. Okay. This is what runs all the power. Okay. Whether it's free power, whether it's transferred power, whatever it is. Okay. This runs the power. The movement is running the power. It can even be the wind that creates the power. Okay. It can even be the sun that's pushing whatever cells in the air that creates the power. Remember, what built you to who you are all cells. How you think and what you do with the cells that operate your body and keep you alive is something different. So just know that Quebec is number 53. Earth is number 25. Now, I don't remember why we got to Earth over here with 25, because it comes in Q. 17, it becomes 8 and 3. That becomes the gold in the moon. I can't explain it, but Q and C. Q and C. 17th in the third letter. 1 and 7 is 8 and 3. 8 plus 3 equals 11. 8 times 3 equals to 24 equals to 35. So it's the same number. Okay. Now, if I was to be adding something up, where I got the numbers from was right here. Do you remember what I was doing with 3 and 9? The difference was 5 in between, although the connecting number was 6. It's just like in Monopoly. When you play Monopoly, okay, you stand on go. If you want to go back to where you stand, okay, Monopoly. If you want to come back to go, see the way we get this over here? See the way we get this over here? I'm doing this for a reason. And here, waterworks and electric company. When you're standing on go over here, there's 40 areas. Okay. And you're landing here. So you go all the way around, you do 39, and you end up over here. The maximum you can get in Monopoly on dice is 12 and 12 and 11. That's 20. That's 35. That's the maximum you can go without throwing doubles 3 times and ending up in jail. That's 35. And the minimum is 1 and 1. But if you go 1 and 1, you end up, I think, on community chess. We want to always end up on a property. Always we want to end up on a property. If we end up on anything else, there's a new rule that goes in with these numbers. Right now, I'm showing you full dice numbers and what happens. Like in baseball, 4 strikes, 4 balls, 3 strikes. When does the excitement start? On 3 balls and 2 strikes. That's when the excitement starts. The 6th pitch is the action pitch. There's no what ifs. This is the greater of all stories. This is the greater of all stories.
and they have this when they play Little League balls. There's certain rules like this. There's T-ball, if you want to talk about T-ball. So anyways, there's that rule. There's this rule. And what is this? Well, if you notice, all the properties in Monopoly are rectangular. So the smallest size rectangular you can make is 2 high. So 2 squares. Two squares. Where did I get that? Right here. 2 squares. One here, one here. Okay. But when you get to a corner, right after the corner, right, you have just like that. You did that. You did that. But the whole corner is here. So it's 4 squares, 2 squares, 2 squares, 2 squares, 2 squares, 2 squares. But over here is the train track. And everybody knows when you got the train track, you own both sides of the track. So you have a total of 2, 2, 2. You got 6, and then you got 6, and then you got 4. And you got 4, 6, 6, 4, 6, 6, 6, 4, 6, 6, 6, 4, 6, 6, 6, 4. What did I just do? You have 4 areas that are combined together here. If you want to take the corners and go to this side, you can't go to both sides. When it comes to the corners, you got 4 and 2 is 6, or 4 and 2 is 6. So every corner you have 4 and 2 is 6, 4 and 2 is 6. You have an 8 total, but you only can have 6 at one time. How come the train can have both? Because you can exit onto this side and you can exit onto this side. It's not the same over here. It just isn't. What if the train was cutting corners? We're not going to look at that right now if that's one of the questions. So this would be 6, 4, 6, 4, 6. And so that would be the second design reality. We were talking about the Earth quarters. We were talking about breaking apart the president, in which this is a representation of Mars, this over here. This is the representation of the entity, but the entity of communication. T-E-N, the net. It's communication. It equals to 39. It's the entity, and we're supposed to be the ETs. So why is this the ENT? Why is it the entity? We are the ETs, but this is the entity. What does the N represent? It represents something to do with the sun. It also represents a crossover from 3 through the 1 area and over to the second set of 3, if you're talking about the cube. And you see the way this angle goes this way? Well, we can make the angle go the other way. And then we'll just make it a Z instead of an N. So it's going to be telling us another story. I'm not going to get into that story. What I do is I open up reality. I show more, something deeper. There's more inside just the word. The pre, okay, and precedent, the pre meaning before, but it's not only saying before, pre, it's also saying, how can I say this? It's sending you to, how can I, let me look this up. Let's see if I can find it. What is the add-on word for RE? Definition of RE, re. Re. In the, okay, it says it's a preposition, okay, in the matter used typically of the first word heading of an official document or to introduce reference in an official letter. So let me see what else it is. Re is a prefix. So now I'm going to have to look at it as a prefix, an add-on. Originally, loan words from Latin used with the meaning again or again and again to indicate repetition, or with meaning back or backward to indicate withdrawal or backward motions,
regenerate, refurbish, retype, retrace, revert, P, re-C. P, re-C.
Oh my God. P, re-C. P, re-C. There you go. P, re-C. So you see what it says, right? And again, I get the Pepsi over here. So I can't believe, look at that. And again, with the, so we can use the other word. Is that the way you spell it? I got to look up on Google. Google, how do you spell pirate? P-I-R-A-T-E, P-I-R-A-T-E. So we can go pi, right? So pi is already a division of something, okay? Pi is something that has been split up. So you have piracy, pirate, or pi dividing up in 3, right? Isn't that what pi is, dividing up in 3? We're not going to divide something by 7, even though 1 and 3 create 7. Anyways, let's not get into that, because pi is 1, right, between 2. That's what it is, 1 between 2, between 2. So where's the 7th one? Why do we have a 7th one? Okay, because there's always 2 open spaces. Either it's going to be these 2 open spaces or these 2 open spaces, or all the outside will be full and it'll be these 2 open spaces or these 2 open spaces. And it's not me. It's, yeah, okay, it is me. It is me. But it's me because of this. You see, here's your 6, right? But because of the other side having the dot dead center, I'm always going to have this one open and this one open. And if I turn it around, I'll have that one open and that one open. So it gives me the premonition or the idea that I can do the same thing doing it with this. There's only going to be 7 of 9, just like in baseball. Just like in baseball, 4 balls and 3 strikes. Just one.
My door's open.
Give me a minute. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, okay. I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, so just like in baseball.
Right. And I'm going to say it again. I always do. 4 balls and 3 strikes. The batter is up. The action pitch. Okay. The 5 is where everybody sits. We sit on 5. Nothing's happened yet. Okay. Every pitch counts. And you can't have more than 6 pitches. They all count. And on the sixth pitch, what happened? The action pitch, the sixth pitch, when everything happens. The spirit of 76. Is it like a musical note? Spirit of 76. Eh? I just say it's a musical note. Just trying to see, these would have to end, no? Just trying to think. This would have to end because it ends over here. Just trying to see what would happen with the design, right? Anyways, just fooling around. Okay, let's get back to work. Let's end this. Let's end this up. I don't know how there's sound. I don't know where this sound is coming from, but I don't like it. They're all off. They're all off. Okay. Okay. So we're back to the word president. Where did I have the word president over here? Why I call this one Mars, okay? Although it's number 28, showing me the cycle of the moon, it will also show me one point of the pyramid, okay? 676. That's the point of pyramid in gematria, which is also regulated as 19/21, bringing the two alphabets together, which creates number 13. Are we going to count what the halfway point is? Not right now. The reason I call this Mars is because this looks like number 51, and that's good enough for me to call it Mars. And number 28 showing its cycle. The mathematics of this will turn into 20, and this is the seventh gate, or the seventh point between root 66. Why? In gematria, okay, in gematria, 20, the 20th letter T goes in the seventh position, G and T. Same thing when they make the Mustang. This we already looked that up. This will create the student. I like to call it the entity student, or the electronic resident. There's the AR, you can say artificial resident, and some people say the angel resident. I usually use the angel resident. This is going to tell me about the half-life, okay? The connection to the moon, because of this, 1 and 6 coming together. It's going to tell me that it is day and not night because of 16. 4 times 4 is 16. This will tell me day. Why? Because what I put into my system is 4 times 4 equals to 16. 4 plus 4 equals to 0.8 in the 24-hour day. Although our real day should only be 16 hours of 90 minutes. 9 times 10 hours is 900. 9 times 6 hours is 540. 1,440 minutes in a day. And this is also going to expand in talking about our birth. It's going to be talking about the sun. It's going to be talking about the moon in diameters. 1.5 times 1440 equals 2160. 2160 is also 9 times 24 equals 216.0. I don't care if you put the decimal or if you need it, whatever, you borrow it. This is also going to speak about the sun, because 2 plus 4 equals to 6. So 9 times 6 equals to 54. Now you're speaking about rotation and the percentage. See, the percentage goes on key number 5. See the percentage sign? And when you create the percentage sign, okay, you automatically create your 8. Your dividing of your 7th gate through 6 and 9 is your 8. The connecting 0 and double 0. This is what 6 and 9 do. 9 and 6 create the numeric value for the sun and then eventually the birth. The reverse of this is 5. And when 9 and 5 and 9 and 6 come together, okay, this will create pi. 9 plus 6 equals to 15. 9 plus 5 equals to 14. This total is 29. When you add 1 plus 5 equaling to 6 and 1 plus 4 equaling to 5, you get pi. 3.14159265. That's the beginning of the 8 numbers of pi. And so we got all this from talking about the presence, making a precedence of something. So this is what it is. And I was going to do this video about RAPHAEL 7286, but we're going to leave that to another video. I'm going to end this now. I'm a little tired. There's a lot of things that are going on with this. It's very interesting. The president, the dent, putting a dent in things, the accident, the pepsident, and learning all our pieces and parts and our letters from words telling us a greater story, prehistoric Mars entities. And it is the D. So what do we get over here? We get res, R-E-S. I'm just elemental P, Q, R, E, S, P, R, E, S. S and R go together. I'm just trying to see what we got. We got arrest. We got arrest. What is arrest? Anyways, my thinking cap is off. I want to thank the single person that sat here through this whole thing, whether you're real or whether you're real as a computer or an iBot or whatever it is, because the first person usually says nothing. But that's okay, because just being here for me, it's everything. And thank you very much for being here. RAPHAEL 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Pegasus 88. Constellation of Pegasus is in the area of 7286. RAPHAEL is my name. Thank you for watching.